Hi, welcome to Pia's Creative Corner. My name is Pia, and this is about diamond painting. This is my first whip and chat video, and I will admit that it has been a long journey to get here. There has been a lot of trials, and I think it's partly because I want it to be perfect and be a lot like when I do it in Danish. And I know, of course, that that's not possible as English is my second language. But here goes. My thoughts about this video in particular is that I want to do some diamond painting. I want to talk a little bit about this picture I'm doing, which I have to say already now. Be aware that this is a mystery painting from Diamond Art Club. So if you are not interested in seeing anything about it, I'm sorry, but you have to find another video or something else to look at because this is what's about with this one. I will be doing other paintings and other whip and chats, I promise. There will be some unboxing in English too. So, and why this change compared to the previous years? It is because I do get more and more uh, international connection, and I think that I want to recognize and reward or just say thank you for them being with me. And I know some of them are subscribing to my channel even though they haven't been able to watch that many videos or um, participating in any lives. So I thought to myself that how can I say thank you? And this is a way for me to say thank you. So I assume, I guess that a lot of you viewing this video are very new to my channel. So welcome. I hope you will enjoy it. I hope you will consider subscribe and be a part of my little corner of the YouTube world and the diamond painting community too. So, uh, as I said before, this is a mystery painting. Unfortunately, this is what is on my light pad at the moment. And, well, yeah, I could wait a month, but it's now. Sometimes you just have to grab the moment, and the moment is now. So, here we go. I guess that the ones that are left watching, viewing my video, uh, won't mind me talking more about this picture. The picture is a dragon from Anne Stokes, and she is known for her dragons and for her fantasy pictures. I have this one. I have one more mystery, and then I have the snow dragon from DAC2. I will admit that 99% of my paintings at the moment, my kits at the moment, it is from Diamond Art Club. My thoughts about this year will be that I will be exploring more other companies selling diamond painting kits, and I started a bit last year by buying a couple of paintings from Oraloa, which is situated in France and in Canada. So to me, living in Denmark, it's a really big difference in how many money I'm going to spend in the shipping and in the import taxes and duty fees. It's a lot of money. I don't have to pay when I buy inside EU or in Denmark. But that doesn't prevent me from buying what I want. I'm just gonna have to save some money, wait until I have the money for it. So, this one is a 70 by 90 centimeter. It is with square stones. It has 57 colors, and 3 of them are AB coded. What more? I will say that I am about a little more than halfway at the moment, and it has in the middle, in the middle where the dragon is, it there's a lot and lots of confetti, and it it really shows. So, and then on the sides, it's not that bad because it's more background, and I know when I look at it, and when I get to the last row, it's gonna be all one color almost. So, yeah. I think as a person, I'm not as good as I want to be with the confetti. It is a learning process for me just to breathe, take it slow, admit, recognize that this is a process, and yeah, I won't be finished just in a quick, just with a blink of an eye. It will take some time. So I'm just gonna take one color at a time and enjoy being in the process. It is a bit. I know I can feel it that sometimes it's like I find it rather tiring or exhausting to do the confetti, but that's mostly when I get a bit stressed about it. I want to be done with it and on with the next one and on with the next one. So that's why I'm trying just to, slow down, breathe, enjoy, remember why you do this. So just gonna put some glasses on. And I am using my favorite tray, my Munimate tray. It's the biggest one, the large one. And I use that for the colors that where I use a lot of stones. If there's not that much stones or colors, not colors, but if I don't have to put that many stones down in one color, I use a smaller one. And I will say I was a bit nervous about using the large Munimate tray at the beginning, but it has really grown upon me, and I love it now, and I'm hoping that I will be able to afford another one. Maybe next time I will put the money in it and pay full price, or if not full price, I paid full price for these two, but I would love to have the lid and the stopper too. But this one is like, just gonna buy them and try them. And then if I love them, I'm gonna buy one more set and with the whole shebang. So that's what my thought was about it. I use a hand-turned pen from Norse Alchemist, and I am thinking of buying a couple of more. He has a sale going, so I might be buying a couple more from him. So yeah, this one is so beautiful. It has a kind of, it is this in between, where it's not spring, but you can feel it when the sun is shining. The spring will be here in a couple of months, and still you have the cold and the you can have freezing degrees and stuff like that in the night. And that's kind of what I get out of the pen when I look at it. I have steel tips and steel multiplacer. I have micro glue dot at the single placer. I use, as it is now, I use pink wax in the multiplacer. I've ordered some patty wax, scented patty wax, and I know that there are coming some wax from the States in a care package to me. So I will be exploring a bit more about the wax because I'm not too keen about um, the adhesive clay you can get. I think it leaves a lot of residue anyway when I use it and the way I use the multiplacer. So I have tried glue lines, which is when micro glue dot is a dot, the line is a line, and it. But other than that, they're kind of the same thing. But it's not really for me. And it was one of my American girlfriends, friends that was so nice and mailed a couple of testers for me, so I didn't have to buy and to order a whole package just to find out that it was not me. So that was really sweet of her. Um, I love doing the mystery paintings. Uh, it is a nice change from the usual one, I think. It's not that Diamond Art Club usually when they do the print, it's too colorful, or I know Dreamer Design have had a bad reputation about their printing and choosing colors in the prints, but Diamond Art Club has, I don't think they are too bad about it. But this is a good way of having a neutral picture, and even though that you will be able to kind of see what it maybe looks a bit like, you can see like the shadows or the lines for what it is, but you will never be able to see the details. They will appear when you put the stones down, and that kind of way I really love doing. I have been doing diamond painting for, I think, 3 or 4 years, I think. And what I have learned is that more than often that the picture is getting completely different when you put the drills down. In a good way. I've only experienced it a good way. It might be in a bad way, but that's more. When I see people complain about it, it's more when it's a custom made picture. They get disappointed about how it turns out when they do it. So, but I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. My plan was to talk a bit about me and my channel and stuff like that. So I will try and do that. Um, my name is Pia, of course, and I created the channel for a couple of years ago, and my original thoughts were that it was kind of a it was going to be to help the new ones doing diamond painting, if they or anyone that might get a bit uh, um, frustrated about some things. Maybe they couldn't get the drills down right. Maybe they couldn't get statics out of the stones. Maybe they, whatever it was. They needed a good idea for a better setup for how to sit with the paint pictures and so on. So that was actually the original thought, and why I didn't do it in English from the beginning is because there are so many creators, YouTube creators, that do these kind of videos in English, but there's not that many that do it in Danish. So that was why I did it, and I will still be doing most of my content in Danish, but my aim this year is to do more in English. I hope that makes sense. Um, anyway, I'm trying to remember it and be more aware of it and do like an unboxing in English and do a like this whip and chat in English. Maybe for every 2 or 3 videos or live streamings I do in Danish, I'm gonna do 1 or 2 videos or live streamings or unboxings things in English. And then maybe I have been thinking about doing live streamings with, saying that if any, starting them in Danish, and if any joins them and say, "Hi, I am from the States. I'm just joining you. I think blah blah blah," and then say, "Well, okay, then I will switch to English because a lot of those who are watching my live streaming do understand the English." And so, and I mean, I'm not speaking a very complicated, or it's really just a common everyday English I speak. So I think a lot of my viewers will be able to know and follow what I'm saying. Um, so that's what I was thinking about, and this is part one in it. Um, in the beginning, I did a lot of videos like, this is how I start the picture, this is how, and then I made an update video, and then I made this is how it ended up. Now, as I get a bit more organized, I will say, about how I do the pictures, and the thing that I actually do a lot of kitting up one or two pictures before doing them. So they're ready because they're the next in line. I have a plan about doing that and that. Then I will prepare one or two pictures. That makes it more, I'm not having so much in between time, I would call it. So things tend to move a bit faster for me. And what I discovered last year was that some of my pictures were almost done when I did the first video, so actually, when I saw these whip and chat videos on YouTube, I thought to myself, well, they're actually a good idea. I can make something like that in Danish, calling what's on the light pad, and yeah, just do a video about what's on the light pad. So, and it's not just I don't want to copy what everyone else is doing, but I will use some of the same words like the whip and chat, because if you search on whip and chat, I would love my videos to pop out on your search feed. So, and I just will be one of the, choices you can make. Um, so, what more? What more? What more? Well, can I tell? I have been working with all sorts of pictures except for the custom made. The custom made I have not been exploring, and I don't think I am, because I have seen so many really bad ones, and a lot that are really well, okay, and just a few ones that I think is really really a hit. Like, they are really spot on. So I think I'm just gonna steer clear of it. And also knowing more about the process lying in the rendering and how important it is, I see what is going wrong, and I see where people are kind of where the difficulties are for a lot of people. And because a lot of what I see in Denmark anyway, the custom pictures are portraits, or a lot of them are there are people in the picture, and skin and diamond painting colors, you really have to be very careful, because otherwise it's gonna be as pink as a piggy, and or as pale as a ghost or gray, or so you really have to be careful when and clean up the original picture. um so yeah, so I think that's why I'm not going to do it. I am going to explore the conversion part of diamond painting. So I am going to dive into a cross stitch conversion. I am so intrigued by it, and I have been thinking about it almost day and night for the past 3 months or so. And I want to do one of the princess panels for beginning, and then might want to throw myself into a maybe a J wall painting later. Just gonna see how the first are going to turn out. Um, so that's actually one of my big challenges this year, and I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah. So that's kind of, so that's one thing I am going to do this year, and probably this spring, because I'm really, really keen on it, and I really, really want to start it today. The other thing is I have decided some of my pictures, I have been changing how I storage uh, the unfinished pictures of canvases. So, and in that change, I have decided that because in the beginning I just unboxed the picture and put the canvases almost on a bed, and they're just lying there. And it's not that I can't go to sleep. It's just that it takes space up in my mind, and I think it looks messy. I would really love to. It's a one of those beds that can be from a couch to a bed. So I really want to just put it back to be a couch, and that makes more space in where the room where it's at. So yeah, a lot of things why. So all those canvases that are just laying around, I'm gonna do them this year. It's 10 canvases, and a couple of them are the J Wall zodiac sign, the Taurus and Gemini. I have I think it's 3 Randall Spangler. I have a couple of I will call it a forest, a landscape, and then I have a spiritual thing with some moon phases. I think it is. Um, so yeah, and the last one is the one I am most in doubt about if I'm gonna do that this year. And if I'm not, it's luckily one of those that would fit in my pot. I have a big. I think it's A0. No, I think it's an A1 portfolio. So I can, and you can't see, you can't see, but I'm showing you how big the A1 portfolio is with my hands. But I have one of those, and I could put the small canvases can be in there. So for me, it is to do the largest one first, and that would be the zodiac sign, for instance, and some of the Randall Spangler, and then the other ones. I will be able to put them away in the portfolio if need be. So yeah. Um, because I'm at the how I'm doing it now is that when I make an unboxing, and I will probably explaining that too when I do the unboxing, is that I put the canvas back in the plastic bag that it comes in when it's DAC, and then I will be what was I thinking? Oh yeah, and then back in the box, and then back where I can put them. And the thought is I have been talking with my hubby about getting a shelf just to put them up. So yeah, so they will be stored away. And it is easier when I just can store them away and put them on a shelf, and then take them down as I do the pictures. So yeah. Yeah, so that's a bit about and it's not that I have a huge stash. I think I have about 30 or 40 pictures all in all. Um so it's not that I have 100 or something like that. I think it's about 30 pictures I have. To be honest, I'm not quite sure. I know I have these 10, so and I at least have about 15 or 20 more pictures. So 30, about 30 I have. Um, but because I do pictures all the time, I mean, that's how I justify it by saying, well, I do pictures every day, and if I didn't, I couldn't justify using that amount of money on those pictures. But because I do, I can justify it, and yeah, so it's quite alright. I was thinking of buying some DAC, but I'm not quite sure. But I am a bit intrigued with a couple of the smaller ones that have been released, so I might get them for my reward points. Um, and the point system at DAC Diamond Art Club is really good, I think. The only thing I have about it is when I do redeem them and see how many I have, I get a kind, oh shoot, I have bought too many. I've bought too many pictures to be able to have that many points. I think at the moment, and mine has just been, I think mine is cleared when in I think it was in no October. I think it is sometime in the fall. They clear it. Then it's a year ago, and yeah, I have almost the same as the day I used. I thought I used a lot of points, so yeah, it is what it is. A little about me as a person. I live in a house in Denmark, in a small town, and I don't have any kids. I have my four-legged kid, and I'm not going to have any kids. And why I say it like that is because I am so used to people asking me. Um, you are not able to see my face at the moment, and that is a really what you call it is something I have decided not to show too much, but people seeing me often judges me to be younger than I am, and they say, "Well, aren't you gonna have any?" So therefore, I'm gonna tell you, I'm not gonna have any kids. My hubby has two, and they are teens. One of them is 19, so he's really getting grown up. And he's not living with us. He's living with their mom, and then we have uh, one that is 16, and he is almost living at our place permanently. He's just visiting his mom every other weekend, from Friday afternoon to Monday morning when he goes to school, and even that is kind of a trial period. So yeah, so I think it's gonna end up in that he's going to have a permanent residence at our place, and then he will just be visiting his mom sometimes. It's not something we have told him to. It's completely his own choosing. So, yeah. And he's been asking about it, and we have said it's no problem, you can do it. And so yeah, that's it. So I don't have any small kids, and that's a part reason why I am able to put a amount of hours in diamond painting per day that you won't be able to if you have small kids, a full-time job, a hobby, whatever. Of course, I don't have full-time job because I have pain on a daily basis. We have a special, how do you say it, way of doing a working contract in Denmark so that I am able to work 8 hours a week but still earn a decent amount of money, and be able to pay for supporting the household, and paying for whatever, contributing with the money I make in a way that it actually does make a difference. And yeah, that is also partly why I am able to buy some of the stuff I buy. Because, of course, if I didn't earn any money, I wouldn't be able to buy it. But I will say, even though if I didn't have that, was on that special contract in Denmark, I would either be retired early on a disability condition, or I would be supported in on a very low income way. So in that sense, I would get some money, but it would be very, very small money. And so yeah, this is absolutely the best way. Uh, when I can't work full time, that I still am able to work some hours, and still get paid a decent amount of money. Um, I have been doing a lot of spiritual working, and what do you call it, lava stone, hot stones, treatments and stuff like that in the past, that I can't do anymore because of my hands are really bad. And so yeah, and and I haven't. Maybe I should, and maybe I will get rid of it, or maybe it's just gonna follow me around until I die, and then they can sell it, because I can't sell the things. Like, if I sell it, I definitely never gonna do it again. And there's still a little tiny hope in me that the day will come where I will be able to find a way to still be doing a bit of hot stone treatments in some way, or bit of healing some way without damaging myself. Yeah, I think that's kind of partly why I haven't destashed it, the things that have made such a big difference in my life earlier on. So, yeah. What more can I tell? The work I do, the 8 hour work, is as a secretary for a CEO, I think it's called in English. And he is really nice, and it's a really good place. And actually, the what the company is doing is they are helping young people having a difficult time in Denmark, uh, helping them live by themselves and learn how to manage to be on their own, to grow up, learn how to, yeah, to do shopping, to clean home, to get a structure, to manage the money they get, to get an education, to get a job, to be able to have a stable life, and so on. And that is one of the things I always thought were really, really interesting when I was studying to be a social worker. Due to my bad body conditions, I can't work as a social worker, and that's why I work as a secretary. Because experience-wise, I have a lot more experience in being doing writing and reading and administrative work that I do the social working. But this company where I do work now actually allows me still to have a toe in my old, what do you call it, the old in the social worker way, or world, the social worker world. And that really satisfies me a lot. I can feel that when I do talk with my colleagues and stuff like that, when they kind of can benefit of what I know from that side of the table. So yeah. And now I have been talking for 36 minutes, and I think I should just try to find a way to end this video and put it up on YouTube, and hopefully a lot of you will be seeing it. I will be making others, and of course, if no one is seeing my videos and no one is giving it a like or subscribe or anything, I'm not gonna put any more effort in it. But hopefully, one or two of you who are watching me now will give me a thumbs up, a like, and will subscribe to my channel and follow me and follow my journey evolving in this YouTube world, which I am very new to compared to so many other people's. And I will say at the end here, before I stop, that I think that part is reflected in how I do things. I mean, this is a video that I record on my phone, and then I put it up on my YouTube channel. I don't edit in it that much. I mean, at all, probably. And so it's really the raw me you get. And I think that's also why sometimes it do take some time for me to get to be satisfied with my videos. So yeah, there's nothing black and white in things. So there's something in between, and the in between is when I am satisfied with my video, and still it's the raw one. Okay, that was enough rambling for me. I hope you will have a nice day or a nice night wherever you are. Take care, stay safe. See you around for the next one. Bye.